everyone, my name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years and I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, I proposed to Robert and he said yes. And we are planning on getting married and having a family, and I'm very excited about that. But anyways, I just want to come out here and let you guys know to please do not believe the lies that my mother and father are coming out here saying about me and Robert. I am not held against my will. I am not a sex slave. I am not brainwashed or any of those crazy lies that were told on me. And I just want Robert to get the righteous justice that he deserves, because he deserves to be free. Enough is enough. I'm tired, and he's tired as well. So I just want you guys to continue to please pray for him. I'm praying for him. I believe that he will be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please, just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years, and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone, and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love, and I'm good. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. Bye.
Yes. Okay, so Joycelyn Savage, we both live here. She came up here with another young woman named Kimberly. I don't know who she was, but Joycelyn attacked me once in here, again out there, and it was witnesses. You can go ask Trump security. Every single time she came to me and attacked me, and I had to defend myself. So I would like to press charges immediately.
What happened? What made her attack you?
She came in here. First of all, she came up in here. She gave our keys to another woman to come up here and get her stuff. Yeah, she sent Kimberly up here to get stuff. I don't know who Kimberly is. It's somebody that supports him. I don't know. She's a handler. She does all his handwork from him from jail. And she came here with the keys. I didn't let her come up here first because I didn't know who she was. I told her, it's okay, I understand you're here with Joy, but if Joy needs anything from this apartment, she needs to be with you because I don't know who you are. And I'm not just about to let you roam where I dwell. So then Joycelyn came back up here. I was in here with people that I know, whom I trust, because I don't know what she was on or if she would have came with a weapon or anything. So therefore, I had people in here. When she got in here, she just came to get his awards and his Grammys and stuff. And then after that, she started saying that I'm so wrong and that this and that. And I told her, Joycelyn, you're going to jail. You slept with the minor. That minor was me. You did it multiple times over and over again. And she was like, oh, I can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe you're saying this. All this stuff. And then she started attacking me.
She hit you?
Yes.
With hand? Was she using an object or anything?
Yeah, she did hit me with her phone. She hit me with her hands, and she was trying to kick me.
In your face?
Yes, with her phone.
You need medical attention or you
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Sure?
I just want to press charges immediately.
Okay, where did she get hit?
She hit me on my head with her phone. That's where this is. And then she was, when she was punching me, she had her phone in her hand. So it kind of put blemishes on me, but not necessarily from her punches or anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID?
I do have my ID. Let me find my jacket.
Is that it?
Hello, I'm Joycelyn Savage, middle sister. Joycelyn recently has been out in the media lately being controlled by R. Kelly. And if people don't realize it by now, that most of the stuff that's being said in the media of her saying she's fine, she's okay, I'm not, being abused, she would have called home by now. She would have called my mom, my dad, she would have called my little sister, she would have called me, her grandparents, anybody. I know for a fact my sister is not okay. I know for a fact R. Kelly is mentally destroying her. And I just want her home. And I know that he has put a lot of things in her head that makes her think that the world, not just the family, but the world is out to get her, which is not true. And I just want her home and safe, and I want to know that she's okay. That's all I want to know. Thank you.
Man, this girl is just bugged all the way out, man. You guys remember back before R. Kelly, before the indictment came, before he's at where he is now. And I don't know if you guys saw this whole thing that he put out, this not put out, he put these court motions in, you know, get me out on furlough, they're trying to kill me. At first I thought he was alleging that there was an inmate corroborating his story, but this inmate Stein that's mentioned in these motions, he's the inmate, unless he did corroborate. I don't know, it's all a mess. Basically, the guy allegedly was told, kill R. Kelly and you'll get your freedom, you know what I mean? And that they overdosed him on this medicine, that he's got blood clots in his, I think, legs and lungs, and they took him, they were withholding medicine, then they took him to the hospital, he needed surgery. The Fed said F that, took him back to prison, locked him in solitary, then overdosed him with the medicine. I guess they forced him to take it, I don't know, man. The judge shot it all down, calling it, and I'm paraphrasing, but some of it is quotes, just not exactly theatrical. Basically, this is some crazy conspiracy theory, is what the court said when they shot it down. And they, you know, it's just a crazy situation, man. And I always say these videos, anytime I mention R. Kelly and people interact with the video, and make sure you do so, share your thoughts, people kind of trip a little bit. I was always a big fan of R. Kelly, you know, but it's like, you go back and you look, the guy married a girl when she was 15. That's weirdo behavior. No one does that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird as fuck. It's pedo-ish. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of ish was spun to fool people, just like this girl fooling herself. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly's gonna rot in prison. I don't see him getting out. Wack100 is posting a lot of this stuff. He's on this campaign supporting R. Kelly. He wants this pedo to be freed upon the world, back into society. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, y'all let me know. But people, this was back in 2019. If you remember, this girl did that interview with R. Kelly where he was talking about, they're trying to kill me. And then when they asked him, yo, do you fuck with teenagers? He said, when you say teenagers, like what age are we talking? Coming off like a straight weirdo. But this was in 2019. These girls did that interview with them like we're a throuple. Then later we saw them beefing with each other and all that, you know what I mean? And then apparently this girl, she proposed, she got down on bended knee, I guess, in a federal prison and said, marry me, R. Kelly, you know what I mean? And apparently they're gonna start a family together and all that. I feel this girl is wild, delusional. And mentioning her parents, I want to point this out. A lot of people always say, yo, don't blame R. Kelly. The parents sold their kids and stuff like that. And listen, I believe there is parents that took payments and did sick-ish and allowed this kind of stuff to go on. And at the end of the day, that don't make R. Kelly okay or good. That makes the parents sacks of shit, just like R. Kelly, period. You know what I'm saying? Well, look, 2019, R. Kelly's girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage, he kept me locked up like some damn animal. So this is the same girl. She did this in 29 after that interview. And you can go look this up. This is not clickbaited. You can fact check this. She was going on Patreon, Patron, right? Whatever. And coming out and saying this. Joycelyn Savage, one of R. Kelly's girlfriends, claimed on Sunday that her relationship with the disgraced singer became so, quote, abusive and, quote, controlling. He once choked her until she blacked out after she forgot to use the two names she was forced to call him. She also claimed that Kelly forced her to have abortions twice that took place at his compound so news would not break out. So she was saying this herself on Patreon, then later back with him. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. Individuals can lie, women can lie, men can lie, people in relationships with each other can lie. That's a fact, right? But R. Kelly is an individual that has a history of violating little girls. You know what I mean? Having a stable of underage girls, pissing on people on video and all kinds of weird ish. You know what I mean? And what happened is the first time around with those cases, there was witness tampering and other things like that happened. But when the feds came out to play, that wasn't happening. You know, just like with the Diddy case, and I'm just comparing this part of the Diddy case because there's a lot of people viewing the Diddy case like, yo, this this is consensual or this, that, they're saying. And I feel, just a side note in that case, that they fucked up by putting 50 Cent's baby mom, the Jane Doe, on the stand, because her testimony didn't match Cassie's, as far as there being a pattern of like abusive behavior where she was coerced and drugged and stuff like that. This girl was doing freak offs with other rappers, Kanye West and Bianca Censori, allegedly theorized by the internet sleuths and all that, right? But she even came out and said, yo, she did freak offs and would do all the extracurricular ish that Diddy wanted to do because she was jealous and she wanted more of his time than Young Miami was getting. So it's like, that's not a good witness to go with the narrative that women are being coerced. Like, there's a lot of evidence that shows in the Cassie situation, like the mom getting extorted and Kid Cudi, Molotov cocktails, and being the Grinch that stole Christmas and violated Kid Cudi's dog. That ain't matching up, you know? But whether you think Diddy should be convicted or not, all that I'm addressing about the Diddy case that plays similar to the R. Kelly situation is the reason they did not want to let Diddy out on bail is they feared of witness tampering and him reaching people and possibly paying them off or doing whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, when the feds come to play, don't get me wrong, the feds can play dirty, but I think R. Kelly is a straight serial pedo. And Savage, the 24-year-old, this is in 2019, so this is like 5 years ago, going on 6, something like that. The 24-year-old who has been living with Kelly for the last 4 years revealed in her second chapter on the paid membership platform Patreon that her relationship took a sinister turn soon as she moved into his home and was isolated from her friends and family. Kelly, who is currently incarcerated in a Chicago jail, is facing X crimes and charges. This is back before he was convicted. She said, quote, "I kept thinking to myself, he just wants me to be safe. He wants the best for me. He thinks someone is going to take me away from him," Savage said on Sunday. Quote, "But it was me being delusional. Why would someone claim to love me, keep me locked up like some damn animal, and again having her get secret abortions in his compound?" That's some crazy shit, man. In her first Patreon post on Saturday, Savage said she met Kelly in 2015 at a concert when she was 17. Soon after, she dropped out of college and moved into Kelly's home, where she became a victim to his controlling behavior, which included commands to call him master or daddy. I feel disgusted even saying that. And yo, apparently that's a thing. Be careful, everyone. Do you guys know that? And I say this, hearing this from someone coming up in the world nowadays, that there's some weird shit out there where there's like relationship contracts where people are like making girls sign shit that like they have to do all this, like at the end of the day, if when later on shit went down and authorities got involved, that you'd be able to present a contract. You can't have a contract to do illegal things. It doesn't work like that. But apparently that's a thing, and that's creepy and scares the fuck out of me, man. Like, yo, it's bugged out, man. There's a lot of grooming going on in the world. It's dangerous. Be safe, everybody. Like, real talk. Kelly's attorney, Steve Greenberg and Savage did not immediately respond to the Daily Beast request for comment on Sunday. Greenberg responded to Savage claims in a statement to Variety on Saturday, saying it's unfortunate that the 24-year-old seeks to make money by exploiting her long-time loving relationship with Robert. So loving. Secret abortions, thruples, all kinds of shit. Everyone out there, if you're in a fucked up relationship, if someone's in a relationship, like in this situation, I guess the girl was 17, so in most places I believe that would not be deemed illegal, you know what I mean? But that's not just what R. Kelly's in prison for. That's what people are getting fucked up, that the feds tied together. They went all the way back to that illegal Aaliyah marriage. And that's just another thing too, is how stupid R. Kelly is. The guy can't read. I don't know if he's fucking, what's it called, dyslexic or what, but with all the money he made, and him saying, everyone jerked me out of money because I'm illiterate. Why didn't you hire a tutor, you dumb bastard? Why didn't you do something instead of just like, R. Kelly has the mind of a kid or something, man. It's all sick and twisted. And again, this is coming from someone that was a huge fan of R. Kelly, but it's like, this dude's a weirdo, man. Ain't no two ways about it. Obviously, if she were to tell the truth, this is a quote from the attorney, no one would pay, so she has unfortunately chosen to regurgitate the stories and lies told by others for her own personal profit. We know the real facts, and it was not until the money ran out that she decided anything was wrong. Hopefully people will see it for the obvious profiteering it is. I had bruises around my neck, and I was told by him to wear turtlenecks or a scarf to cover them up whenever he would take me out in public. I was frightened to tell anyone about this because of what they may do next. I couldn't talk to any of them until it was my time. Wait, what's this? Apologies, y'all. Savage continued abuse and isolation made her slip into depression, especially when she was forced to stay in her bedroom while Kelly would bring different girls home that stayed just like me, and they were definitely younger than me. I couldn't talk to any of them until it was my time. I had to wait in my room until Rob was ready for me or his assistant will come in and get me. I was forced to come out my room. Some days I didn't feel like being Robert's CUM rag or punching bag. Only time he would care for me is when the media is making him seem bad and saying that I was kept for a hostage, noting the TMZ video. So, period, she came out and spoke about all this in great detail, and now she's back to playing his wife, and I don't know, that she got down on bended knee and proposed to him, and she can't wait to start this loving family. Man, get the fuck up out of here, you crazy bitch. Get some help. R. Kelly ain't going free. The federal courts laughed at his court motions, and that's it, man. It's a wrap. He's a pedo. So there y'all have it. Just a bit of an update on this. I couldn't believe this, but Wack100 pushing this campaign heavy that R. Kelly did wrong, man. Hit the comments, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for future topics. As always, this J Coffee Talk, where we top it up on music, sports, news, all kinds of ish.